Welcome. In front of me I have the INFINIX Hot 11. That is a disappointing name. And today I will show you just how to apply a tempered glass to this phone. Now, I'll be completely honest, I will be using a tempered glass for the Redmi 9A or C. It can work for both. It also works for this phone. As you will see, it basically fits almost perfectly, as you can see. So that's what I'm going to be using. So anyway, before we begin, with the tempered glass, you also get this thing. Just a wet and dry wipe. If you don't have anything else, like a microfiber cloth, you can use those. If you do have something like a microfiber cloth, throw those out because they're absolutely garbage. The reason why they're garbage is because sometimes they're dry, and number two, the size of these wet wipes and dry wipes is not, if I can just show you, it's quite hilarious. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Huge size there. As you can see, this one is actually wet, so look at that, I can actually wipe it. But yeah, generally I don't like using them because they're number one, too small, and number two, the actual whatever they're using to clean the display is not the greatest. As you can see, makes more of a mess on the display, creating smudges, which I prefer not to have at all when applying glass on my phone. Now, there is also another alternative. If you're using the provided screen protector, there is one. Completely plastic, you can use that, though application of that will be a little bit more difficult, just because it's number one, more flimsy, and number two, any kind of speck of dust under the display will show up even better than it does with a tempered glass. So anyway, once you wipe it down, your screen, you can see that there's almost nothing on here apart from like couple maybe parts of dust particles. There's like one right here and here, not sure if it's picking up on the camera. Right now it's okay because the display is clean. Once I'm going to be applying a tempered glass, I will want to get rid of these specks of dust because they will show up under the protector. And actually, quickly showing you the one that actually comes with the device. Let's just whip it out of here. So as you can see, there it is. It's basically what you get, and now this one has two sides, so you have one and two. So what you do is, let's see, one, so this is just a protection to I believe to the sticky side. Basically what you're going to be using is the thing that is in between these two foils. So see, the second one is called what? After the filming, okay, yeah. So the way you apply it is you peel number one, then you, when you peel number one, you flip it over, place it down on the display, and then peel number two, which will just keep the screen protector then. So yeah, like I said, when using this, you need to be a little bit more careful. A tempered glass is a little bit more forgiving and easy to apply, and this one not so much. Now the way I apply at least a tempered glass, probably would try to apply this as well, is by just kind of dropping it. As you can see, I'm lifting it up at an angle and dropping it in place, only in here. So just try to align it correctly with the notch and the bezels of the screen, and then I'll just kind of like start plopping it down while holding it firmly here so it doesn't slide around. So yeah, while holding it, I'll just start to apply it. Once it applies this, once it's laying on the screen, I'll probably grab something a little bit more harder, like a credit card or something like that, and start swiping it off. That's kind of the downside of these. You need to kind of firmly apply the actual protection. But quickly get rid of this. There we go. But for tempered glass, it's much easier, which you will see right now when I apply this. So, gonna flip this like so. I'm gonna give it a couple swipes just to make sure that there's nothing here. There we go. Okay, let's peel the only thing that I have on my tempered glass, which is this one. There we go. So the side that I just peeled off is the sticky one. Same logic. I applied the same logic as I do for, like I mentioned, the actually flimsy one. So it's right now placed on the display, but it still hasn't actually started like sticking to it. So I'm just gonna do this. It should cover the entirety of the display. If there is no dust, it shouldn't have any kind of air bubbles. As you can, there we go, focus. But you can see it covered everything. Now, one little thing that you might see is these kind of like dots. This is something that is on this side of the tempered glass. It's basically some filament that is used to before it's being cut. When it has some other, like I believe, protection. This is just some moisturized stuff that it's on here. This is just dirt. It is quite difficult to get off of the actual tempered glass, but it does come off with enough persistence. So if I start like massaging this glass, you can see there's some right here. So you can see it came off, though not fully yet. So yeah, like I said, with enough persistence, it will come off. And anyway, once you apply your tempered glass, the phone should work just fine. There is no underfinger display sensor, so it shouldn't mess around with that as in any kind of way. Sometimes tempered glass can mess the under display sensor, but there is none, so you're good to go. So anyway, that is how you would apply your tempered glass to this phone. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.